It started as just another peaceful day in my Minecraft world until everything changed. The invasion hit hard. Horrific monsters, ruthless bosses, and creatures lurking in the deepest of caves. My world was no longer mine. It had been overrun. But we refused to go down without a fight. My friends and I built powerful weapons, unlocked forbidden magic, and constructed an impenetrable fortress. Some of us even embraced the chaos, transforming into beasts ourselves. But we weren't the only ones evolving. The monsters adapted. They built their own weapons, their own armies. The battle for survival became a war for domination. But before we raid and defeat these mobs pumped with testosterone, we are going to need some serious gear considering the server is on hard mode with a difficulty mod pumped up to the max. So I made it a goal to get full netherite armor and a flamethrower from the guns mod so I could put down some of these bosses. But in order to get netherite armor, I would first need to get ancient debris, which luckily obtaining this in the nether is pretty safe and stress-free, so I'll just oh my. Oh, I'm so dead. Oh my. After getting the netherite I needed, I was going to need some diamonds, so I set off on our technological advancement, a working plane. I slowly descended in.
You said you slowly descended in?
Shut up. I slowly descended in, blocked off some creepers, and went to mine for some iron until I heard something. There's one of the cave dwellers already on me. I wasn't really worried because in this mod pack there are classes: magic, technology, or guns. And obviously, I went down the American path, so I carried a long neck on me. But I had no idea how much danger I was really in.
Who's talking about a little pine?
My what?
I'm on the phone, dude, so it's better you don't know.
I'm so dead. Please don't burn to death. I prepared for this though and set a bed. After a few deaths, I got my things back. I'm just that guy. After clearing some more mobs out, I made it to a dungeon looking structure and I had no idea what was in store for me. What the? I was repeatedly killed by the roided up zombie until I retrieved my things and got out, but the worst was to come. Ah, what the hell? He does so much damage.
I'm saying I can learn on the ground. I'm saying that's just...
Get out of my way! By the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
What was that line?
That was a good line.
Say something else right now.
What? No, I'm not gonna change it for you. Did you just slap me?
You are not saying by the hairs of my chinny chin chin!
By the skin of my teeth, I survived. I died a few more times, constantly moving my bed around until an atrocity struck. I was killed before I could set it down. Anyway, I created a boat and made it back, and this is the part of the video that I'm gonna skip because I spent 2 hours scouring this cave, dying over and over again, searching for my things. There's 120 every single minute of this 120 minutes. I was just walking around in this cave searching for my stuff. But after my red, tear-filled eyes had searched for so long, I got what I came for. Wait. Oh. Oh. Oh, you know what? No, don't. So happy you're about to try to ruin this for me. I'm going home. I'm going home. And I'm gonna make it out alive. You're not gonna stop me. But I, wasn't gonna make it out unscathed. Why is there an Enderman after me? I didn't touch him. I didn't even look at him. Where's my... Help! Help! Holy... After getting my stuff back again, now it was time to leave. The surface. I slept in bed that night feeling relieved. knowing I wouldn't have to be in another cave for as long as I lived. So when I woke up, I went to a cave and I got some diamonds. But I was starting to get sick of this whole caving thing, so I decided to dig a strip mine, but this would prove to be one of my worst ideas yet. If you have headphones on, make sure to turn them down.
You talking about that thing on top right here?
I got 34...
I'm like, don't say me. Well, me sure got by the cave dweller.
Yeah, so I left that strip mine and I ran into a problem. I had all this diamond armor mined up because with how hard these bosses were, netherite armor would be the bare minimum. But in order to turn it into netherite, I would need armor trims. Luckily, my friend Cosmic was already out looking for some trims. But this is where I curse OBS Studios because the footage of me and my friend spending 4 hours fighting our way through the nether to get these armor trims is all corrupted, but now we have netherite access, I guess. Following the raid, I finally managed to make netherite armor. One step closer to the raid. Now that I had netherite, I would just need some bullets for my gun, which the best method of doing this is completing a raid. So using the extra golems mod, I constructed some obsidian golems to help out.
I'm sorry.
Alright, I'm about to start this raid. So I threw down the red flare, and it was time for the raid. Here they come. When the raid started, we were invaded by a bunch of zombie villagers on horses with shotguns, so we decided to start out by taking them out one by one. So the first wave was over, and now it was time for the second wave. And this is where stuff started to get real.
Oh, stuff.
They're not going nowhere anyway. They're going by one. Damn!
What the? What just happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm so low. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Our base was being swelled with absolute chaos. And this wasn't even the third wave yet.
This is bad. This is actually like horrendous.
I feel like if we didn't have the obsidian golems and stuff, we'd probably be dead by now. You're the one doing the big damage. Damn. The shotgun guy's going too low. Oh, no!
The undead army.
The second wave was done, so I retreated into the house to check out some of the loot that I got. The third wave started, and immediately it was chaos. With the pouches?
No.
Okay. They struck me with lightning? Oh, hell no.
I don't think they can make it over here, which is good.
Cosmic, if it was not raining right now, the house would have just burned down. I got to sniping them, but we were being overwhelmed. Stay back and shoot.
What with what gun?
I don't know. I'm getting constantly hit by something.
The phantoms probably.
Damn. This is bad.
Extremely bad.
I just wanted some ammo. As I retreated, the number of enemies thinned out, and by the time I returned, it was over. Now, in order to get this flamethrower, I would need around 4 netherite ingots, so I did some netherite mining, but I won't really get into that because nothing interesting happened. After shooting up some blazes and whatever that is,
What is that?
Wait, I can't see.
I invaded a dungeon and there's an ugly looking rat in here, bro.
Nah, this guy's a netherite sword.
No, we didn't add this mod. Like,
Or you just haven't touched the
Shoot it.
game at all.
Shoot it. Shoot it. You won't. Damn.
But the gunshots are so loud for me, I can't.
Yo.
I left the nether because it was finally time. My set of gear was completed, which meant that the preparation phase of conquering this world was done. And now, it was time to fight the enderdragon. Our first challenge in a battle that would change the rest of the series. But something crucial to the story happens as a result of this fight. A fight like this would make or break everything, because if we couldn't easily take down the enderdragon that's buffed, then we wouldn't stand a chance against all of these other bosses. So we set off from our island to the battle that would decide if we will conquer this world or get conquered.
And
Since
there-
when
what's
was
called-
there an island in this direction? We sailed a lot and actually ended up running into an island with a side boss.
I think we can take him. Let's take him.
Question, just go.
Oh, 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 he's actually light.
I got him to half health and he became invincible for a bit, but after it wore off, this guy was light work. A testament to how strong we have really become.
You guys are fighting.
I
there's
know
no way
full
you're-
well you wasn't fighting that one sun chief.
Nah, you guys
We
are
did.
stupid for
We
that.
threw the ender eye a few times in this area and it led us to believe that the stronghold was actually right below us. So we dug into it and began to explore. We were looking around here for like 30 minutes to find the portal room and I got 2 magic books along the way, which will be crucial for the next episode. We found and entered the portal room and we filled it out with not one ender eye to spare. Everything so far had gone right. So now if we defeat this ender dragon, we take our first step towards our goal.
Alright, let's go.
Fly
Guys,
up.
this ender dragon is not gonna be light. I tried to see if I could shoot out the end crystal with my gun until an atrocity struck. A gun.
Is that a vampire?
I can't. What the? Why are all the endermen on me?
Yo! Oh, run. Oh,
Why?
Misha.
For no reason. Every single enderman in the end locked onto me at once and they killed me, but I wouldn't go down that easy. Whenever I was back, I managed to get into Cosmic's water bucket, buying enough time from the enderman so I could get my stuff. While we were deciding what to do, Robertson was killed, but since he's a vampire, he has an ability to resurrect once. So I exited the water fearing for my life, but the endermen didn't all pile up on me at once this time. Now it was time to break some towers. Using the pearls I had managed to get, I made it to a tower, which I used as high ground to shoot out at all the other towers. I got down from the tower and fought off some endermen without hitting the vampire because I suspected that's why all the endermen piled up on me. Back into the water, I seized the opportunity to clear out some endermen and vampires, then approached the spot in the middle because as me and Cosmic thought, he was about to perch. But this beast for some reason just wouldn't perch at any point in the fight. So I did the only logical thing an American would do and I started shooting. Okay, why is this guy so much? But it happened again. Get
Over
down
and
here
over.
before I shoot you down. Oh hell no! It's happening again.
Oh, get the water. Where's the water?
Panicked, I made it to a tower with water running below it where I would be spared from the bloodthirsty enderman. Why does this keep happening? So I got back to shooting in the safety of the water because out there, I wouldn't stand a chance. And finally, the ender dragon met his last. 360. I showed this fight not just because of how insane it was, but because what happens after this fight that will affect the rest of this series. I was still surrounded by endermen, so I made a run for it. We did it. We killed the first and weakest boss that we would have to in order to free this world of corruption. I was surrounded by friends, allies, people I could trust that have been with me since the beginning. And as I stood on this ledge, I looked down upon them. The allies that wouldn't leave my side. Me and my friends killed the ender dragon, so now to continue freeing this corrupted world, I must conquer the Twilight. So I set off alone this time. First on my adventure, I needed to reach the Nagas, the place where he was found and where I would be able to find and kill him. So I tried to go through the snow biome. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh God, get me out of the snow. I'm about to die. Yo. Oh my. I'm out. I'm not even in the snow anymore. What the, why am I getting jumped? Why am I getting... Oh my God. That clearly wasn't gonna work, so I went home, made a plane, and decided to fly to my destination. This was the much safer option with absolutely no risk of injury. So I ran 1,200 meters back, died, ran another 1,200 meters, died again, but I set my spawn so I made it to my stuff and murdered the vampires that decided to spawn if you exist in the Twilight Forest for 2 seconds. I flew across the landscape until I descended across the battlefield which I would soon be fighting in. The Naga's Dome. This is a dome which as soon as I enter, it will spawn this. If I had fought them at the beginning of this series or movie whenever I was much weaker, he probably would have killed me in one bite. But now that I'm stronger, I have a chance. So I was in and began unloading bullets into the Naga. He began to dodge me around a bush until I was able to get behind him and started jabbing into the unforgiving lengthiness of his health bar. What the? Okay. I can't land a hit on him. When he stopped running, I was able to stab him repeatedly until he decided it was time to stop. When I continued to beat him here, smoke came off of his body, showing that he was starting to let up. After getting hit by that truck, I decided that hitting him physically with a sword wasn't gonna cut it. Man, I'm letting him up. I don't care. Come here. Yeah? Yeah there, bud? One more shot. I got one more shot. I missed! So now I finished what I would call the warm-up boss compared to what I would fight next, because trust me, this fight with the Lich would be my ultimate test so far. It would definitely not be an easy fight, but I was willing to take on this challenge, so the Naga's head turned into a smoke grenade and I claimed my 11 Naga skills that I would never use because netherite's better. I set my marker at the Lich Tower, hopped in my plane, and began a journey to a battle. A battle that I would never forget. I smoothly landed the plane on the roof and mined into what could be my tomb. The battle had begun. Huh? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. What? Yeah. I got fried. So I took my bed and made a 1,000 meter run because this wasn't gonna be where I gave up. I set a bed and tried to mine in. Hell no. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I just noticed this while editing. Why is Herobrine there? To hit everything away and run. What the? Is there anywhere to go from here? Is this a trap? Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. I climbed the tower again, but it was in vain. I'm gonna beat you. After chopping a giant tree, I built my way up and made it all the way to the hole that I dug through originally. And we're back. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Huh? Huh? Out of here. 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 Yeah. I have no idea what that was. I made it back again and retrieved my things. But the Lich was nowhere to be found, so I used this time to make a staircase that would help if I ended up outside again. And that's when he returned. Oh, here you are. Like a light. Where you at? Wrong one. Which one is it? Which one is it? I ran downstairs back into the tower. Now the real battle would begin. Yes, it's coming back in here. I can't hit it. I can't hit it. But for some reason, he just wasn't taking damage, and soon enough, I was surrounded by flames. But the battle had just begun. Out of here. There's so much. Oh my god, there's so... Oh my god! After I made it back up, I tried to work on the Lich, but he just wouldn't take any hits from me. I'm burning down this tower after I murder you and everybody here. I fell again and started to get pushed back into a stray room, which I used as a safe haven to regain my health. Afterwards, I broke out of my segment of the building and back into the Liches. I slowly made my way down, but I was getting pushed back by all the mobs in the tower. I can't go down there again. There's so much. I need a... What the?
Yeah, I told you.
Is this you? I can't hit it. I can't hit it. After making my way downstairs and realizing that this lich that I was facing was a clone, I went back upstairs. Just a lich. This wouldn't even be a bad battle. A death unexpected, but I wouldn't let myself die again. Not until he was dead. I can't take it off. Half of the mobs in this entire server are from progressive difficulty. I began working on the lich again, but he wouldn't let these shields down. The battle was now being fought rooftop to rooftop. I looked upon the roof that was now set ablaze. We had caused so much damage with our fight, and now the lich wanted to take it further, so I accepted. Using a water bucket, I made my way down and used my vault spellbook to get on even ground with the lich. I searched among the darkness of this forest for which one was the correct lich and which one was his clone, but I hadn't realized that my slow falling wore off. I made it back up and tried to shoot at it because if I went in that forest, I would be doomed. Yeah, they're annoying though. They spawn thingies. Oh my god. What's poisoning me? I was pushed back by skeletons who pushed me into a ravine and wanted to come in and finish the job, but I wouldn't let them. Next, I pushed my way into the dark forest to try and finish off the lich. Teleported away. I was constantly hitting the clones, but the real one wouldn't leave, so I decided to use my flamethrower to burn down the forest. Oh, it does. But these mobs and the lich were too much. I did not touch you. I was getting overwhelmed. I fell back and took down each enemy, one at a time. But this one just wouldn't leave the forest even if it was now on fire. I tried to hit its orb back at it until I realized it was a clone the whole time. So I went to the real one and the last stretch of his shields began. I avoided the explosives of the liches and repeatedly hit orb after orb into the main lich until his shield lit up. Yes. Yes. Again. Die! Where'd he go? Don't run. Don't run. We got some business to be settled. Where's he? What the? I began to work on the spider, and after he was down, started unloading bullets into the lich. But he kept getting away, and he wasn't playing around. Put things back at him again. Ooh. That's not good. You guys get off me. I healed, cleared out his minions, and he was now in his final phase. He was raising his arms above his head as if he was going to cast a giant spell, so I reasonably backed up. Fireball, that's what he wants.
Are you in a cave?
How are you? I made it out the cave, and the lich had nowhere to run. Huh? Yes. Yes! Because of our struggle, there was a path of destruction. But with the lack of a roof, the sunlight pierced the empty tower that was once filled with ruthless mobs, giving hope to the fact that saving this world from these corrupted, powerful mobs was possible. As we gaze upon this now cleared battlefield, we can relax, but only for a moment, because there is another boss for us to face. A big minotaur man that is concealed in a massive labyrinth, housing dangerous creatures of all types. And if I wanted to make it to the Hydra, I would have to make it through this entire labyrinth alive, and beat the strongest of the minotaurs at the end, because he dropped something that I will need to access the Hydra's biome. So I set off, and thanks to this magic book, I was actually able to fly there. So, no more playing. I flew meter after meter, but using my magic map, I eventually found it. So, of course, using that same old magic book, I gently glided my way down, but was immediately greeted with retaliation. 3 minotaurs surrounded me and tried to pick me off before I could make it deeper, but I was much stronger and much better at PvP since my battle with the Lich. I cleared them out and tried to see if I could mine down to the boss, but to no avail. Oh my. I was blown up by a creep. I shot my way down through this cave for an hour, being attacked by elemental beetles, plenty of minotaurs, and other mobs. I rigorously fought my way through, having some close encounters, but after blowing through walls and exploding creatures, I realized I had already walked past the cage to the bottom floor like 10 times. So I dropped down and faced more ruthless mobs, but this time I was quicker in taking them down, which allowed me to get to the boss room easier. I opened up some chests I decided to explode on the way in, and in this room, the last obstacle to defeating the Hydra stood in my way. Alright, just start critting. Let's start crit trading. Let's start crit trading. Oh my god, he hits like a train. I did it. So I drank the soup and now it was time. I was able to finally fight the Hydra.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Oh my. I went back in, trying to dip in and quickly get out to avoid giving him enough time to get in a bite, because with just a few bites, I'd surely be dead. After almost getting hit with the fire, I started jabbing into his health, which was starting to seem endless until it happened. I began working on the other head, taking some fire damage in the process.
He got 2 more heads! Oh my god.
Slowly but surely. If I keep hitting him at this pace, in like 24 hours he'll die. Stop it! One of these heads. But finally, he gave in.
Yes! Yes!
The Twilight was freed. If you're new here, my world got corrupted somehow, and now I have to defeat all of its bosses to free it. Sounds easy, right? But there's one small problem. With the difficulty mods pumped up to the max, all of these bosses basically two-shot me. To balance this, I did add this iron golem pet, which gave me a full row of more tanky hearts, which I used when fighting some of these earlier bosses. But do this. Now it's gone because I decided it was too overpowered, which means I have to defeat the bosses of the alexscaves mod and the strongest boss of all, the netheritemonstrosity, while barely getting hit. I mean, seriously, watch this clip. I'm wearing full netherite armor with protection 4 in this clip. And not to mention, most mobs one-shot me too now. But I need to kill this netherite monstrosity to free my world once and for all. So I came up with a plan. I would get tremorzilla, the mod alexscaves' version of Godzilla. This would give me a chance at dealing any real damage to the netherite monstrosity before one slam ends my whole career. But now the bosses of alexscaves two-shot me as well. I could never hope to defeat one unless I died 1,000 times over. Unless I pull off a Batman and use my prep time carefully against each boss, including the monstrosity. To make the Godzilla egg, I need resources from an underground ancient cave filled with extremely powerful dinosaurs, and also containing one of the pieces to the puzzle, which is the tremorzilla egg. To get to the cave, I started the search for cave tablets, which would allow me to create a map. However, on my way to the cave, I ended up running into an alien invasion. What is this? What am I looking at? Aliens? I never added this mod. What are those? Those are just fish. What? Why is it dropping aliens? God. Hey guys. How you doing? Oh! They just disappear whenever I get in? Yeah. Hey! After shooting down whatever that was, I kept going. Wow.
Wow, you suck.
I know. After shooting down whatever that was, I kept going towards the land until I saw a pirate ship already burning down. So I just flew over. But it was clear they didn't like my presence. Oh, my friend raided this. This is his zombie corpse. What is that? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, you guys hurt. Oh, my shield's about to break. My shield's about to break. My shield's about to break. Yeah, I'm dancing around you. Okay, you can't even see. Help! Hey! I'm poisoned! After barely escaping, I made it back and, just play the clip. And I'm dying. Just like that. I just got back on! Oh my god! Ooh. Wait! Ooh! Oh my god. I can't waste it. What? What do you mean I drowned? Oh my god, I was drowning. So after a long journey back to my stuff, I jumped from spawner to spawner, breaking them. What is he? What? Oh, my health! I mean, wow. I was wearing full protection for netherite, and just boom, dead. Just like that. After another voyage back, I was back at my corpse, and the battle raged on. So watch out for... Okay, he probably came from this. I can't break it fast. He's gonna spawn and then two-shot me again. I'm back into the water. You already lost track. Okay. Please! I'm so dead. My entire health bar! Why is he riding on a pig? So clearly going in head first wasn't the strategy. So I tried something a little bit more explosive. Oh, that hit me. Oh, that hit me. I got the spawner. So after some more jumping from spawner to spawner and explosions, I was able to loot the ship, or what was left of it. And I did what any logical person would do when in Minecraft and started digging straight down to find tablets for Alex's caves. I found a cabin in which these cabins held the cave tablets I needed. Wait. Yes! I can leave. So I had it. And since I had already stumbled across the other type of cave tablets for the toxic cave, tremorzilla, I could begin crafting the maps. I towered up out of here, got home, and embarked on a massive journey. Where, you may ask? Well, I needed sugarcane. I flew for about 20 minutes and reached land. You know, we would never really just sit back and just take in how beautiful Minecraft is. No way this is it. I don't think I got this on footage, but like a very long time ago when I used to have friends playing on me with this server. Well, that was the first episode, but in real life, it was a very long time ago. When we used to play, we were like progressing vampirism, like that one vampire mod. And we came here and we built these two logs, this campfire, and these chairs. We just sat back, told each other scary stories as the day rose. And now it's, well now, they all left me. After leaving the spot where I reminisced over a social life I no longer have, I flew even deeper, collecting all sugarcane I saw on the way. Because maps need a lot of paper. Eventually, I ended up coming across a battle tower. So I'm about to pull off something crazy. And it missed. It missed. That was gonna be so cool. What the... I collected the waystone and tried to get back to my plane, but apparently the game hates me so much, there was an entire army guarding it. They're surrounding my plane. Why are they smart? They're surrounding my only way home. I feel like that. What is that? What is he? Now that we've played a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie, we can get back to the plane. But that wasn't the case because the plane was nowhere in sight and the mobs began to multiply. my god, I'm getting jumped. The plane, yes. So I did eventually end up finding the plane, and after running through a couple more structures, I flew home. All right, now let's land this plane properly. Love landing planes like that. Yeah, so I lost my plane again, but it's whatever. Soon I began trying to decode these tablets to unlock the map to the cave. Let me tell you, this night I was moving different. Like, look at this clip. Wait, this is it. How did I even know that that was waste? But 2 tablets later, after reading absolute gibberish, I was able to use the codex for the cave and all the paper that I got from the sugarcane to make myself a map. So now we have both maps. And now I had 2 of the maps, and it was time to hop on Valorant. Whee! So I got back on the next day, built a new plane, and headed towards the toxic cave first. Digging straight down, I was in. Oh! I had fell into the gas. Not a very good way of introducing myself to this cave. Oh, nah. Just try getting whatever this is. Waste drum. What is that? Hey, why does it say nuclear creeper? Ah! Ron, what are you doing? Ron! Oh my god. Oh, just out of range. Oh my god! This is where he exploded. And he wasn't even down there, he was on top. After a little bit more exploring, I decided it was time to nerf myself again. Bring me deeper into the cave. Guys, I am under the impression, after what I just did, that the creeper pet is a little bit too overpowered, so I'm sorry. After getting rid of the pet, I mined some resources and left because I wanted no part in that cave anymore. After I made it home, I quickly left again because now it was time for the primordial or the dinosaur cave. I would be exploring this, but also spending a lot of time here in general because it is crucial for my ultimate plan to defeat the final boss. So as per usual, I dug my way down and arrived. Oh, yeah, we made it. See, this cave is so much more inviting than the last one. Never mind. Made me eat my own words. Made me eat my own words! Help! He has so much health. Ow! Oh my, why does he hurt so bad? Let's go up here. Okay. They're all gone anyway. Let's just go. However, I soon ran into a T-Rex, or as this mod calls it, a tremorzilla. Oh my god, it's so much worse than a T-Rex. So naturally, I fought it. I believe I've got to kill him. Hey, tremorzilla! You think you're so tough? Oh my god, I'm in his mouth! Oh my. My health! My health! I was on the verge of death, but my Hydra chops saved me, as they have very good regeneration. I'm blocking all this. I did it! And after this win, the video really begins. Playtime was over, because as I said earlier, pretty much every boss in this mod pack is way stronger than me, so I would need a plan. See, I need to obtain tremorzilla because he will be very much needed in defeating this final boss. However, to obtain him, I need to kill the Titanosaur, final boss of the dinosaur cave. After defeating him, I will have to kill the Hullbreaker, an underwater leviathan whose damage may surpass even that of this Titanosaur boss. And the third step was to breed 2 T-Rexes to obtain their egg, and then I could make the tremorzilla egg. So since I'm very outmatched without the golem pet, I made a plan. I would tame 2 tremorsauruses, breed them, and get their egg. This would get me one of the 3 things I needed. After I obtained the egg, I would use these 2 to fight the Titanosaur boss, as if he had to focus on multiple targets, I can get some hits in without dying. Not to mention the Rexes getting in their own damage. To tame these Rexes, I would have to make a club to beat it over the head with, and then feed it salad. To make this club, I needed a dinosaur bone, which I already had obtained by killing the Tremosaurus earlier. Next, I needed 2 cycads, which I got from breaking these mini tree things, so now I was able to make the primitive club. Now, when I hit the Tremosaurus with this club, he will be temporarily stunned, giving me an opportunity to feed him the salad, which doesn't really make sense because last time I checked, T-Rexes aren't vegan. Next, I had to scour the entire cave looking for a fiddlehead, a plant created when a trike chews on a curly fern. But on my journey scouring, there was an obscene amount of vampires on me, so I got some TNT ready. There's so many. For what? I have an idea. I'm out. And they all evaded it. And after this fail, it just got progressively worse. Why is there so much? After getting absolutely jumped like a Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen, I continued the search. Eventually, I came across a trike, which I thought I could catch him chewing up a curly fern, but came out with nothing. I carved my way through some vampires and some raptors. I ran around the cave searching for these fiddleheads for the salad recipe, but it was becoming very clear these vampires were too much. I ran around the cave for minutes straight at this point, and as I killed some of the vampires, they just multiplied in number. The game was unplayable at this point, and this had been coming for a while. They had to go. You guys hear that? You guys hear that? That's silence. Hear that? Silence. Absolute silence. You know why? We have this piece. I had to download a separate mod to be able to get rid of the vampires and werewolves. So now that those things were gone and I could move, I put my plan for killing this cave's boss into full throttle. After a very long search through this now oddly empty cave, I found my first fiddlehead. Perfect. Next, I needed pine nuts, which was relatively easy. I mean, all I had to do was break a couple branches. After this was obtained, I needed tree stars. This was also obtained by breaking the leaves of ancient jungle trees. According to the wiki, which are apparently just normal jungle trees, which sent me on a wild goose chase for the better part of 7 minutes. So now I had the primitive club, and I had everything I needed for a couple salads. It was time to get me a T-Rex. Using my magic book, I checked every corner of this cave until I found one. We found our guy. Are you guys ready? Shoot, he sees me. Alright, let's just do it. Come here. Wait, he's out. Solid. Eat it. Ah, he's got me! Oh my. I hit him. Okay. Come on, big boy. Give me that face. Yes, he's out. Solid. I fed him! How many salads is he gonna take? Can you move? Wait, he's roaring. I hit him! I actually hit him. I hit him. I don't know what to... He hit me. I hit him. What does this game want from me? I know it's gonna... I'm gonna die. We're just gonna wait for him to scream so I can hit him in his mouth. Right now. What is this? What is this game? How else am I supposed to hit him? Yes. I don't want... Oh, I messed up. Wait. Take it. He's still not tame. Yep, that's right. 3 whole salads. And this guy wasn't budging. Not even a moment of consideration. Gave him 3 salads, croutons, creamy Italian dressing, everything a man could ever want, and he just uses me as a chew toy. So now it was back to the lab, and I got enough resources for as many salads as a man could ever need, and found another tremor source. And while doing so, ended up coming across a cabin. Ooh. I don't need those. You monkey. I told you, I'm not gonna die to you again, monkey! The foe who had killed me before in a few hits was dealt with in just a few hits. This moment just shows how powerful I have become in this mod pack. There is no more resource grinding, house building, no more obstacles standing in front of me and conducting my master plan and obtaining tremorzilla. Now I was more motivated than ever. I didn't care if these bosses were capable of 3-shotting me. If I close my eyes and pretend I'm not extremely weak, then I win. And soon enough, I made it back to the Tremosaurus.
Round 2.
Come here.
Fight!
Eat. 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 Come here. Run. You in your face. Eat. Oh my. Not me. The food. Eat. 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 You eat. Why is he just not eating? Half of the time he just doesn't eat. It's not fair. It's also not fair I get stuck on a tree branch. And then he just doesn't have a hitbox. Could this get any worse? I hit him! Run! He's stunned. I got him! Yes!
Now I had a T-Rex to my name, but I still needed another one to not only produce an egg for the tremorzilla egg recipe, but just one wasn't going to cut it for this cave's boss fight. So after mauling on some raptors, I made my new friend go to bed while I got him a wife. But not before I mined some amber from the top of the dinosaur cave.
Wait, the Amber Curiosity is exactly what I need.
Now you're probably wondering why I need this, or you don't care, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway. If I take this item and surround it with 8 large dinosaur bones obtained from killing some of these T-Rexes and big birds, I could create a catalyst, which, when dropped into the volcano, will spawn the boss of this cave. But this was a simple side quest because soon after killing some big birds for these bones, another T-Rex revealed itself to me.
What is that hitbox? Yes. Salto. Eat it. Eat it not like that. I think I needed at least 4 to get him. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yep, I was taken by surprise and sent back to my bed across the world in the depths of the toxic cave. And leaving this enclosed space wasn't a good idea.
I did not know a man like that could do that much damage.
But now I could sail back to my base where through its waystone, I could get back to my stuff in the dino cave, make more salads, and have another go at getting the second Rex.
What is that hitbox? You guys see that? I was literally right inside of his dinosaur face. He just... I didn't get it to him in time. Wow, he stuns for a while. Yes!
Now that the wife was obtained, I had an official couple, and their honeymoon would be a fight to the death with a formidable foe. But first, I needed this dinosaur egg.
It's kind of what I just did.
Now all I had to do was rigorously grind out this mob farm until I could get Silk Touch and mine up the egg. Now all that stood in front of me in getting the tremorzilla egg was the boss of this cave and another boss which I will reveal later. So I went back home and geared up. I made a shield which will actually be the most important thing I've ever done in this game, and I also made a bunch of golden apples. This moment would make or break everything. If I don't use my wits, dinosaurs, and gear correctly against this thing, and I lose my armor, or even just losing all of my golden apples, which are the only thing that prevents him from two-shotting me, there's a chance that with those advantages lost, I will never be able to defeat this boss. Here goes nothing.
Oh, shoot! My health bar. Are we in the lava? What was that?
So, just as I predicted, this boss was way out of my league. But this wasn't going to be how it ends. I made my way back into the cave using my mount to get back to my things unharmed.
My stuff's up here. Oh my god.
A minor setback, I made my way back again.
Please. Which body?
What am I supposed to do? At this point, I was about ready to give up, but I didn't. And now it was time for the real fight to begin.
Where is he? Charge!
So he creates pits of lava. What am I supposed to do? Another death, but this time I had placed a bed nearby. Even though my sword was the equivalent of poking him with a toothpick, my prep time proved itself well, as my dinosaurs knocked out almost half of his health, but they wouldn't last much longer.
Where is he?
Wait, amidst the fight, I realized something. I had stored a fire resistance potion.
Oh yeah. You're dying here and now. Your lava doesn't affect me anymore. Nope, but you just do insane damage.
At this point, I was cooked. I had lost both of my tremor sources, and this boss was so powerful, he was two-shotting me. At this rate, if I kept dying and running back, he would regen all of his health that I had taken out before I can get back to myself. The more the battle raged on, the more the entire cave was covered with lava, which would make me more prone to death each time I ran back to my things, giving him more time to not only strike me down on the way to my things, but also to regain health. Not to mention, he could easily bury my corpse with lava, never allowing me to make it back. I needed to get in a lot of damage in one go to win this fight.
Now, golden apple. This time I won't die. Now bring him to me.
Flux attack.
Yes. He's gonna attack again. He's attacking again. This is where we eat the golden apple. Now block. Negate all the damage. Block. He's doing his attack. I need to get out of there. Oh wait, the blocking has a cooldown. The blocking has a cooldown. That's weird.
Surprisingly, I had succeeded in getting a good chunk of damage in without losing my life, but I ended up losing around 8 golden apples in the process, leaving me with just 3 left.
This was the only thing preventing him from two-shotting me, except for my shield, which was also losing durability.
I had to finish him.
How much longer do I have on the fire resistance? How much longer? Please tell me. 55 seconds. Both my tremors are dead, but I'm not. I only have so many blocks I can use. I'm stuck in the lava pit. Not even the vault spellbook can get me out. My fire resistance is gone.
I barricaded myself into a hill after barely making it out of the lava before my resistance ran out. I had made my final stand, but it wasn't enough. The golden apples were gone, and so was any fire resistance potion I had brought. But there was still hope. If I went in with my hammer, which held 14 attack damage, blocked any hits he deals on me, then I get out with my vault spellbook. I could possibly beat him, but I had to be flawless. If he kills me again, my corpse will likely be trapped in a giant pit of lava. In other words, all my things will be unreachable. No more corpse mod safety net to fall back on. I had to kill him outright.
These are blocks.
Ah.
Here he is. Come here. I dodge the attack, then I get out. Come here. No, not like this.
Oh, right into the lava lake. He had entered the lava lake. And with no fire resistance, entering this lake was a death wish. So I retreated to get to water. But he exited the lava lake. It was over. Against impossible odds, I won. And with this triumph, I gained 11 tectonic shards. Way more than enough to make the tremorzilla egg, leaving me with just the immortal embryo to obtain. But the boss that drops the immortal embryo is, not exactly an easy boss either. It could even be argued he's harder than this boss. This is a leviathan by the name of Holebreaker, located at the bottom of one of Alex's caves, the Abyssal Chasm. But I didn't have the cave tablets to obtain the map for this cave, so it's time for Cave Spelunking Part 2. But first, I don't trust having all this important stuff in my inventory, so I went back to the dinosaur cave to get obsidian for an ender chest. After this was done, I put the Tremosaurus egg and the tectonic shards from the Titanosaur into the chest. The only thing missing from here being the immortal embryo. So I hopped in a boat and sailed across the open ocean all the way until I made it to a cave. I began diving my way through until I'd clearly gone down way too far.
But it's just so much better. This is the self-touch pick. What is this? Shoot, it's a centipede. He does that much damage? Oh, he's coming! I'm one tap. Aye!
So I had to make another massive journey across the ocean back to my things. You guys should know how this whole part goes by now. I turn on some Penguin Z0 and just hold down the W key for 25 minutes.
Bonne journée au supermarché.
This is not Penguin Z0. But this time was different because I realized if I made it back to my things, there is a chance the centipede could just one-shot me again. So I went back to the boat that I had raided previously on the way back to the cave and looted up some decent armor. So I was off. I made it to the cave, ran to my things, and now the search continues. I went searching in this cave for a while before I actually found a shed from this mod, and it did have some tablets.
Pink.
Just not the right type. Yeah, these tablets are for a new candy cave they added, so... Next cave, after I burned down this pirate ship, of course. But I'm not gonna waste your time with this next cave because it had absolutely nothing, and I, of course, ended up dying again. Because I thought giving myself normal Minecraft gear and a heavily boosted mod pack was a good idea. But I do eventually end up getting my stuff back and moving on to the next cave.
Yes!
So now I have obtained the tablets for the last cave, which, wow, that is a big one to take in. This is basically the last boss we have to fight before the final one. So if you've watched this far, I'm not even gonna beg you to subscribe to me. Just thank you for watching this video because it took so many hours to make. So now I was free to go home on my trusty boat and it was time for the spelunkery table. Oh, I need to find lava dots. No, I found lava dots. That's crowbar and slash. Yes, perfect. So now I have a map to get to the Abyssal Chasm, but as per usual, the boss I am fighting heavily outmatches me in terms of speed and strength, and if I don't spam golden apples, will likely kill me in a matter of just a few hits. So I've got to use what I got, which is prep time, as I used it against the last boss by preparing powerful allies. But this time I cannot exactly bring a dinosaur down there, but I have an idea. If I can't jump this boss with another creature, I can still evade getting killed in a few hits by outspeeding the Holebreaker by so much that I can take as little hits as possible. But how am I gonna outspeed a literal Leviathan? Well, the answer is pretty simple, and it's not even a mod. It's a Riptide Trident, an enchantment that propels you through the water at insane speeds, perfect for dipping in, getting off damage, and getting out before I die. And even if I don't have enough time to get my damage in, running into something while I boost myself forward actually does damage, so that can help out a lot. I started by making a squid ped, which is the best thing I could have used in my situation because it not only lets you breathe underwater, as I will be spending a lot of time under there, but it amplifies your swimming speed and gives you night vision. But I'm not ready yet because the squid ped does need fuel for me to use it, so I had to do a lot of fishing for cod. But afterwards, prep time was over and I was ready. As for the Riptide Trident, I had been searching for hours at this point, so I decided to at least see what this Abyssal Chasm was all about and come back for it later. That was until...
Ow! No way he drops it as soon as I start heading my way there.
I got the trident. I hopped in a plane anyway and flew towards the Abyssal Chasm, still intending to do some exploring before I head back to ready my trident.
It says I'm right on top of it, but this isn't that deep.
I had made it to the cave, but it wasn't there. So I thought that it was probably another one of those things which you had to dig into, like the dinosaur cave. But you should have seen the look on my face when I dug directly above the cave and I hit bedrock. And after some research, you're not even supposed to dig into the cave. You're supposed to just go to where it is on the map, and it's supposed to just be a giant trench. So I did some more research, and I found out there was a lot of issues people were having specifically with this cave, just not spawning. So I did a little /locate biome abyssal chasm, and what do you know? It says there isn't one in reasonable distance, which I'm assuming means like 10,000 blocks or even further than that, which means this cave does not even exist in my world. But if it doesn't exist, I can't fight the Leviathan in it and get his drop for tremorzilla. So I had to get this magical wizard to come in and make this spooky egg go into my inventory. And would you look at that? Hole breaker spawn egg. Listen, I don't know what you guys want me to do. He literally doesn't exist in my world. So I decided this would be the location where I fought him. But I still hadn't readied my trident, so I went home, grinded my mob farm until I started seeing sounds, and placed Riptide and Mending on my trident. Next, I got Unbreaking 3 on my shield after seeing how insanely useful it was for the last fight. I farmed up a bunch of apples for a grand total of 10 golden apples. It was time.
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Am I ready to jump in the water and fight that thing? Absolutely not. Oh, shoot, he faked me out. Let's get this going. Now we hit him and we dash away. And we dash away. Oh, shoot! My health!
So after hitting him a couple times, I took a hit from him and wow, entire health bar gone. I took care of this deepling and charged back into the battle.
He's chasing me, but I outspeed him. Oh, okay, good. Oh my god! Come on. Come here. Okay, let me get out. Let me get out. Let me get out. Now we can go back in. Get out. We get out! Okay, we might need some regeneration here. Oh, going left. Weave! Weave! Oh my god! I don't care anymore. What's up? Okay, no. Horrible idea. Horrible idea. Out. Back in. Shouldn't have went that far away.
So, he was gone. I spent like 20 minutes thoroughly checking the entire ocean in this area, and I promise you, he fully despawned. He was just not there.
Yo, can you guys hear me? I'm using the replay mod to replay my footage right now, and I just realized I have actual proof this man just went missing, because I don't know if you just saw that clip there, but he genuinely just despawned right in front of my very eyes.
So I went back to the magical wizard. You know what? No, there is no wizard. If anything, I am the wizard. This magical spawn egg happened to appear in my inventory. That's right. It's time for round 2.
Oh my god. Where did all of my health go? Not taking any damage from these triangles. Oh, my health! He's catching me! What?
So, he somehow got 2 hits in 1 bite, so whatever sense that makes. It wasn't gonna stop me. I made my way back, went through the waystone, and I wasn't planning on dying again this time. Now I would utilize speed to its maximum potential.
He's dead. Wait, where's... He just didn't drop it. Yeah, so I killed him. A man who has a 100% drop rate for the immortal embryo according to the wiki, and he didn't drop it. You guys know what magical solution we could have to this problem? But now I have everything. Everything to make this egg. But I had to go home through this waystone first. What is he? Okay, yeah, I don't know how he got above ground, but it's time to get this egg. As soon as I put this in here, we're gonna have the egg. Boom. Here it is. Because I'm sure, as you guys know, we have to nuke this egg for it to hatch. Yup, you heard me. We have to build a nuke. And surprisingly, I had already every resource except for the ones you get from killing nuclear creepers. So I needed to get to the toxic cave. So I got there via waystone and began my search and actually found one pretty early on. The toxic cave. Okay. Get away from that. Get away from me. I was irradiated, meaning I couldn't regen health, so I backed up to not only stall for normal hearts again, but to slowly take down all mobs surrounding the nuclear creeper, one at a time. Who is shooting at me? Please let me know. Why are there 15 strays? Oh my, I can't even regen. Hold on. What is that? Wow. So, is this a good time to mention the difficulty mod I added also buffs the damage on creeper explosions? Anyway, I sailed back to my waystone and attempted to make it back unscathed. How am I supposed to make it across this lake? We're gonna jump around. No. We're gonna just full dart it. Just full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Faster! Full speed. Faster! Oh my, who is he? Attempt number 2. Attempt number 3. Attempt number 4. Yeah, I'm dead. Body's so close, but so far. So now I actually have my things, but I'm surrounded by mobs on half a heart while not allowed to regenerate because apparently my arm twitching the wrong way in this cave irradiated me. So I just had to move my body away from these mobs before I died. And now I had everything and the search would continue. This time, I came back with a vengeance. I slowly pushed into the part of the cave I died in, killing every mob in that area. But after all that, I realized there wasn't even a nuclear creeper here. So I searched around using my trusty spellbook and stumbled across one sitting directly beneath me. Die. Now that I've killed him, now... What do you... Oh my god. He's riding on the roach. Could this get any worse? I defeated the juggernaut thingy, made my way back up the hill, and found another nuclear creeper. Let's not calm down. Let's leave. You know what? I did it. I killed him. But before I could collect what he drops, this juggernaut had other plans. All I need is 2 more bullets to kill him. Wait, he's the one throwing the waste drums. Well, if there was any fissile core the creeper dropped, it died in the acid. So now I'm forced to continue my search. I went very peacefully until, well, you can see for yourself. Okay, there's strays in this direction. Okay. Which one do I shoot first? He's here. He's here. He's here. So I went back to my things, or at least I tried. Brainiac, right here. Get my stuff back. And after another death, I was starting to get sick of this whole run back and no armor thing, so I geared up, bringing the axe that dropped from the Minotaur Tower with me. We hit. We hit him. Okay. We're radiated. We're radiated. This is not good. Oh, he's mad at the skeleton. He kills the skeleton. We hit him. We hit him. We hit him. We hit him. Yes. And wow, that surprisingly worked, but not before some mobs tried to capitalize on my low health. Now we drop down here, transfer our items, transfer items again. Nope. How are they shooting through the shield? Wait, the zombie and skeleton are fighting. Okay. Die? 0%. another one. Chicken.
Luckily, I came out on top and came across another creeper. But that creeper decided to not drop me anything. Eventually, while flying, I found another creeper, which would hopefully be the last one.
Like you're all alone. Oh wait, this is 2. I can leave.
So yes, I got 3 thistle cores, and I only needed 2 to craft the nuke, and all other resources that I needed for the nuke sat in my backpacks. I made it back to my waystone, but it wasn't time to leave yet, because these yellow barrels that you see here are actually waste drums. The thing I need to tame Tremorzilla when he's hatched. And normally you would craft them, but I have a silk touch pickaxe. I got about 10 waste drums and went to craft the nuke. I crafted the iron blocks, a block of uranium, the uranium rods, and then the nuke.
After I put this in, I have myself a nuke.
So I was thinking of a breeding ground for little Zilla and basically chose which island I wanted gone the most. And after having to take down an entire mothership on this island and battling several mobs, I knew this was the island I wanted to blow up. I went to sleep and made my way back to the island that I was going to turn into Chernobyl, and it was time.
A Tremorzilla egg in here. Wait, that had some weight when I put it down. Did you guys hear that? Wait, let me put that down again. Hold up. Let me put that down. Listen. Okay, here's the flint and steel. Go! Here it comes. Oh, it pulled me in!
I got absolutely blown into shreds, so I made my way back and got my body. Then I descended upon the trench in search for my baby boy.
How did he escape? Oh, there he is. Okay, let me tell him. Hey, little buddy. Got some snacks for you. Okay, he said more. I understood that. Oh no. Yes! He's mine!
So now, Tremorzilla was mine. Everything in this episode has led up to this moment. This little lizard here is my only hope at defeating the netherite monstrosity, as I have given him the hardest scaling out of all these bosses. Tremorzilla is absolutely necessary to win this fight, but he was still just a baby and needed protection, and I was definitely not going to fight all those bosses again, so I got to work. I dragged my boy to a secluded island, but this wasn't enough because there would still be many powerful mobs spawning on this island. So I gathered together an iron golem to sit in this hole just in case Zilla fell in. Then I got 2 obsidian golems who are much stronger and more tanky. I surrounded him with them, but it wasn't enough. I made over 2 stacks of torches to light up the entire island, but while lighting it up, I was hit with a surprise.
Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, because I kind of just made an entire, set of golems and was beginning to light up the entire island to defend this baby. He's already a grown man.
I proceeded to lose a fight to a deepling while literally riding on a nuclear dinosaur. But then I put him back on the island and still lit it up anyway because I'm not taking chances. And eventually, I finally finished the island. So now that Zilla was safe and sound, I made some potatoes for the fight and made it back to the dinosaur cave. The reason why I was here was because Tremorzilla is a pretty strong boy, but since the netherite monstrosity scaling is cranked up so much, I wanted to try and use strength in numbers. So I looked around, spotted a raptor, dug him into a hole, slipped a dino nugget into a chest and waited. The taming process is he will take a nugget out of this chest in which there is so much grease and cholesterol in that one nugget, he is going to be in a state between life and death after eating it. So to return his cholesterol to normal, I've got to feed him a salad. So here goes nothing.
He's asleep again. Yes.
So as easy as that, I now have a raptor. Now if I get another one, I can breed them and create an entire army. I found the second raptor, dug him into a hole, slipped the nugget into the chest, and did the same thing. Now I had both raptors and I could successfully exit the cave, put them into a boat, and drive towards my home. Now, as Tremorzilla was, my raptors were safe and sound. I wasn't gonna let anything happen to them.
They drown? Can they not swim? What do? No way.
Yeah, it was just gonna be me and Tremorzilla. And I was tired of waiting. This battle was going to happen here and now. So yes, losing my raptors may have been a major setback, but there's still a chance at victory here. I made my way back to the nether and killed the magma cube to obtain magma cream. Using this, I could make fire resistance potions to combat the monstrosity's lava. While I was in the nether, I obtained a shotgun from killing a piglin. This will be very important later. When I made it home, I tested this shotgun's damage and went to the dinosaur cave. But I didn't go for raptors this time. You see, Tremorzilla is a pretty big boy, and he will need a pretty big nether portal. portal. So I stabbed at this lake until I had a pretty stack of 64 obsidian. I brought the obsidian home to Tremorzilla's secluded island, which it was good to see he was doing okay. I started constructing the huge nether portal and lit it. It was time.
He fits.
Maybe I just have to make him follow me in.
Follow me. Yeah, so you're supposed to go into the nether portal?
Yeah, there was a huge problem here. He wasn't going through. I thought maybe it was too short and I needed to raise it, but even after this, he wouldn't go through. I even tried mining up and lowering the entire portal. To do this, I had to go back to the dinosaur cave and get some more obsidian, then move it down and block off the part of the ocean that was in the way of the portal. But like this, it wouldn't light. I was starting to give up at this point, and I even made a nether portal pet which transport you to the nether and tried to use it while mounted on Tremorzilla. But it just wouldn't work. In one last ditch effort, I made one final nether portal on another island and lit it.
Follow me. What do you mean he's not going through the portal?
He went through the portal!
Wait, what if there's lava on the other side? Hold up.
We were in the nether. So I used my Eye of Monstrous, which I made using resources already available, and found that the netherite monstrosity was located northwest from here. So I mounted Tremorzilla and began a march towards it, destroying mountains, burrowing through whatever terrain stood in my way. These monsters with guns, these horrifying and overpowered creatures with their increased scaling, they all are sourced to this boss. His health and damage scaling is the greatest of them all, so if I kill him, all those creatures with weapons, guns, UFOs, even the cave dweller. If I kill the final boss, those creatures in every realm, including this nether, which is now infected with armed piglins and ghouls, will be returned to normal. On our journey, we swam through lava, we were shot at, but you can't really stop something that was born out of a nuclear explosion, can you? We eventually arrived at a structure, one that could possibly hold the monstrosity. So I went in, hopeful, but also aware this could just be a random structure. I made Zilla follow me into the structure just in case.
Wait, is that the netherite monstrosity? Wait, chill! Chill! Alright, what's up with it? It's time! The day that the entire series has waited for is here! Oh, shoot! Beat him up! Destroy him! Oh! Oh, nah! Guys, why is Tremorzilla losing? I gotta attack him. Oh, that hurts so bad. Where'd they go? Yo, he's at 50% health. Where's the monstrosity? Let me get on you. Oh, oh nah. Oh nah. You just roar at me? Oh shoot. What's up? Oh my god. Put the shield back on. Beat him up! He's just over his head. Yes! Yes! Your breath! He's doing damage! Oh, it's only done 7% so far, though. Oh! I dodged it! Oh! Here! Here he is! Attack! Oh! Block! Oh, I'm hitting my own man. I'm hitting Zilla. Oh! I need to get out of here. Zilla, get him down as much as you can. He's got him to 70%. Wait, that's a lot of progress. My shield's going. Look at that. I can hit him from far. Right here. Yes! The breath! It's not damaging him at all! The breath is tickling him. Fire! Oh, shoot. Here he is. fit that in. Oh, shoot! Get away the lava! Oh! I trust you to fight alone. We gotta fight side by side. We got him half health. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know how to kill it. How low is Zilla? Oh, that must have been. He's charging his beam. Yes. Oh, Zilla's so low. No! Soul's monstrosity. My boy can still pull through. I'm just a cheerleader right now. You're gonna die for that! Block! Oh, my shield! Oh! Oh! Block! Block! Oh! My health! My health again! The shield only works so much. The shield only works so much. Another apple. The shield's gone! Come here! And so, the netherite monstrosity was defeated. And when he was, a beacon shot out of the ground from where he fell. Suddenly, ruthless monsters across all dimensions turned to normal. My Minecraft world had finally been cured, and I was actually able to tear down my wall, as I didn't need it anymore. As I gazed upon this sunset, I was overcome with pride, triumph, but also a feeling of sadness. Because with my victory, it had all come to an end.